Bukayo Saka's parting message to best mate after he left Arsenal speaks volumes. No one will be happier with the start Emile Smith-Rowe has made at Fulham than Bukayo Saka, who played with the midfielder for nearly a decade at Arsenal. Emile Smith-Rowe is doing exactly what Bukayo Saka told him to do after leaving Arsenal. The 24-year-old, who joined Fulham in a £27 million deal, potentially rising to £34 million, earlier this month to end his 14-year association with the Gunners, bagged himself a goal on his home debut as Marco Silva's side beat Leicester to clinch their first win of the season. Smith-Rowe had to settle for a bit-part role at Arsenal after losing his place in the first team back in 2022, but the positive start he's made at Fulham suggests a return to top form could be on the cards, which will be music to the ears of Cottagers fans. Arsenal superstar Saka will be similarly delighted. The 22-year-old, who counts Smith-Rowe as one of his closest pals, told the midfielder to go and shine in a heartwarming parting message on Instagram after his move across London was confirmed 3 weeks ago. "From Hale End to the Emirates and all the memories on our journey," Saka wrote, having uploaded several snaps of him and his former teammate. "It's been an absolute pleasure. Go and shine, bro." Saka and Smith-Rowe spent nearly a decade together in Arsenal's academy. They both made their first team debuts during the 2018-19 season and nailed down starting spots in the side shortly after. 2 years ago, Smith-Rowe was asked who his best mate at the Emirates Stadium was and picked Saka. "At Arsenal, I think me and Bukayo are very close," he said. "We've grown up together through the academy, so being in the first team together makes us both really happy. We're really close off the pitch as well." Smith-Rowe played 115 times for Arsenal, though only managed 30 Premier League appearances in his final 2 seasons at the club. Injury problems didn't help, but his profile didn't quite seem to suit the philosophy of manager Mikel Arteta, who used Smith-Rowe in a variety of positions, including in central midfield and on the wing. By contrast, Saka has blossomed into a fabulous player under the Spaniard and is one of the first names on Arsenal's team sheet. The forward has over 220 appearances for the Gunners under his belt already, as well as 59 goals. He scored Arsenal's second in a 2-0 opening weekend victory over Wolves and set up Thomas Partey's goal in their 2-0 win over Aston Villa on Saturday. The results leave Arteta's men third in the table, level on points with league leaders Manchester City. Fulham, meanwhile, lost their opening game of the campaign against Manchester United thanks to an injury-time winner scored by Joshua Zirkzee, but goals from Smith-Rowe and another former Hale End graduate, Alex Iwobi, helped seal a 2-1 win over Leicester on Saturday, leaving Silva's side 10th. No one will be happier with the start Emile Smith-Rowe has made at Fulham than Bukayo Saka, his longtime friend and former teammate at Arsenal. The two players share a deep bond, having risen through the ranks together at Arsenal's academy and played alongside each other for nearly a decade. Their friendship was forged on the training grounds of Hale End, where they both honed their skills and developed a mutual respect for each other's talents. Saka and Smith-Rowe were often seen as the future of Arsenal, with both players breaking into the first team around the same time. They quickly became fan favorites, known for their chemistry on the pitch and their youthful exuberance. Saka, a versatile winger with a knack for creating and scoring goals, and Smith-Rowe, a dynamic midfielder with an eye for a pass, were key figures in Arsenal's push to return to the top of English football. However, as football often goes, their paths have diverged. Smith-Rowe made the move to Fulham in search of regular first-team football, a decision that seems to have paid off given his impressive start at the club. At Fulham, Smith-Rowe has already begun to make his mark, showing the same creativity and drive that made him a standout at Arsenal. His performances have been praised by fans and pundits alike, and there is a sense that he is quickly becoming a key player for his new team. For Saka, seeing Smith-Rowe succeed at Fulham is undoubtedly a source of pride and joy. The two share more than just a professional relationship. They are close friends off the pitch, having supported each other through the ups and downs of their careers. Saka, who has continued to flourish at Arsenal, knows better than anyone the hard work and dedication that Smith Rowe has put into his game. Despite now playing for different clubs, the bond between Saka and Smith Rowe remains strong. Saka has often spoken highly of Smith Rowe, praising his talent and work ethic.